So welcome everybody to the Industrial Tech Talk. My name is Kevin Wood. I'm a industrial architect here at Cisco. And what we're going to be doing is in this multi-part series, we're going to be going through a lot of different topics here and hopefully making the topics a bit more relatable and easier to understand as we go. The first episode, which is here today, is called Industrial IoT in 180 seconds. So my goal is to just have a short snippet here that talks a little bit about an introduction on what industrial IoT is. So industrial IoT is so much more than sensors. But when people hear IIoT, they usually think of sensors. But really it's all about machines, it's about networks, it's about data, and it's about the decisions around them. All these things work together to make industrial operations visible, more efficient, and more resilient. So if a machine can generate data, and the data can travel securely to the right system or the right person, that's where industrial IoT starts creating its value. So let's talk about what IoT is. So IoT stands for the Industrial Internet of Things. It's the connection of industrial assets, things like PLCs, motors, drives, robots, pumps, sensors, controllers, to networks, software, and analytical platforms. The end goal is simple. Turn operational data into useful insights that we can take action on. So instead of waiting for someone to notice a problem, IoT helps teams react to what's happening in real time. So is a machine running too hot? Is a pump offline? Is a production line slowing down? IoT helps surface that information faster so we can act sooner and hopefully before an incident even occurs. So let's take a look at this use case and think about a production line in a factory. So a sensor detects a vibration on a motor. That signal travels through the industrial network, through the switch environment. It gets shared with the control system, a dashboard, and an operations team. So now that the data has become something that's actionable, the teams can actually go out and inspect the motor, schedule maintenance, and avoid downtime. So that same idea is translatable into a substation, a roadside cabinet, or a remote water treatment facility. IoT is how physical equipment becomes digitally visible. A very important statement. IoT is how physical equipment becomes digitally visible. And that matters because if you can't see an asset, you can't measure it. If you can't measure it, you can't optimize it. And if you can't optimize it, you're leaving uptime, efficiency, and cost savings on the table. So this is why the network matters so much and why I have so much passion about it, is before dashboards, AI, or predictive maintenance, you need reliable connectivity in places that are always not friendly. They're hot, they're dusty, they're remote, they're wet, or in some cases, they're constantly moving. So in industrial environments, the network is not just the plumbing. It's so much more. It is the underlying foundation for everything that we're going to build on. That foundation includes ruggedized switching, industrial routers, ruggedized wireless, asset visibility, and industrial security that's all built for these OT environments. So because connecting industrial assets is only in step one, you also need to see what's connected, secure access to it, and scale it. So how do we do that? And we're going to be unpacking a lot of that through this series. But this is where industrial networking, OT visibility, and security all come together to bring or enable this power. So if you remember one thing from the conversation today, remember this. IoT is not just about connecting sensors. It's about connecting operations to the ability to make better decisions. It's about machines. It's about networks. It's about data. And it's about decisions. That's industrial IoT. So keep in mind, you remember, we need to see it. We need to secure it. We have to segment it to protect it. And we have to figure out a way to scale it. So thanks for listening today. The next installment of this series will be IT versus OT. What is the difference? Have a great day.